Welcome to San Diego, California, America's finest city. We're here at Snapdragon Stadium to watch one of the perennial jewels of the bowl season, the DirecTV Holiday Bowl. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. He'll bring it out. It's Snead. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Aztecs offense will go to work first. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows, to have success in this game against this defense, is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense, their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
Fires to the big fella. He smashes his way through again. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Aztecs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. Fires it incomplete. Guys, let's think just for a minute about big picture San Diego State. The biggest problem for schools at this level is getting enough big bodies, particularly on the offensive line, and getting a three-star guy like this can really help them at this level, Jesse.
Yeah, and when you get guys like that on your offensive line, if you can get a couple dudes like that, all of a sudden now you can hang with bigger, better competition. Games are still won and lost in the trenches. I know this is just one piece, but getting this three-star offensive lineman who is very highly recruited, that is a massive win for this head coach.
The Cardinal offense will get its first chance now. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Cardinal increasing the degree of difficulty after that last play. It's second and long. Makes the grab. It's Ford. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Guys, let's take a big picture view of Stanford. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. Five-star defensive back. Gives them a verb. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up, and quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Coming to the line of scrimmage on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. A shot toward the end zone. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Oh, they blocked the kick. Scoops it up, and he's going to try to take it back.
Yeah, and a lot of times in field goal block, you load up one side, they load up the left side. push all the guys backwards, slip through the crack, get their hand up, and get the big block. Nice job.
They'll run it from the gun. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Guys, let's talk just for a second about Stanford. Really good win on the recruiting trail last week. Got a commitment from a 4-star linebacker.
He's going to help him out a lot because of his speed. He simply has things you can't coach from the linebacker position. So his ability to track the ball sideline to sideline, but also get downhill, he's going to make this defense a whole lot more difficult to move the football against.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Here's a quick throw out to the left. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Pass interference.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. A 1st down for the offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got him. There he goes. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down.
When the football is thrown accurately, where I can catch it and be a runner after the catch, it makes all the difference in the world. I can keep that speed up. Now I can break tackles like you see here and go make big plays for my offense.
He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Stanford! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. At the 35, he's got room. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. With the catch, it's Rainey. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10. New set of downs after the completion. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He'll take another shot here. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. It's complete. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down. And the Aztecs come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun to give, looking for room. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Got to make sure they're sound in protection. They had one blocked earlier. Just drives in between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's a nice job by this kicker bouncing back. Last field goal gets blocked. Don't worry about it. Get that thing up in the air. Long field goals sometimes are low, but he drives the ball way up in the air and drives it through the uprights.
Final play of the quarter coming. They'll leave it with him. Plows through the defense. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and we are done in the first quarter. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Dropping back, it's Kennedy. He lets it fly. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Another incompletion on third down. Stanford lines up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Takes it on the return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of and get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Aztecs will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On his way back to the 20. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we've got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Handoff to the lone back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Lets it fly. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Gives it on the option. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
They have just not been able to get this guy into a rhythm so far in this game. I know it's still the first half, but there's been nothing going for him like you just saw in that last run. He's an outstanding talent. You may have to start thinking about throwing him the football, getting him out in the perimeter and space to let him go to work. He's got to touch the ball for you to come back in this game. Right now, running it, though, very difficult.
Kick is in the air. And no chance for the return man to get his hands on that one as it hops out of bounds. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Back to throw, it's Kennedy. Pocket breaking down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they kick-started this drive with that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Throwing on the run. It's picked off. That's 18 of those this season. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. To the air on first down. It's complete to the right. Turning it on. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Going for it all. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, and that's tough, man. Golly, you got him wide open. And that cat can roll. You're not talking about, a guy that's an average runner on the outside. You got to give him a little bit of a chance to run underneath that, put a little more air underneath it, but he just overshoots the runway.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Back to throw, it's Kennedy. He's got it on the move. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
This defense has got to be better in coverage. You want to get off the field, you got to keep defending. You got to do something to make the offense feel uncomfortable. So far, way too easy for this offense.
Quickly complete. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Cardinal. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge.
Stanford, 14. San Diego State, 3.
He'll bring it out. It's Need. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Aztecs offense ready to go back to work. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. They stop him almost immediately. Short game there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Aztecs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Trying play action. Here comes the heat. Crosses the 30.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
He'll pull it down, and he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Fires to the middle. And a big deflection on 3rd down forces a 4th down. The Aztecs will call on their punt team.
On to kick it away.
Everybody but he stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. Got the quick pass. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And they just need a few inches for the first down, but they've got 3 receivers spread to the right. Looking for a deep man. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early. He's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their third possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete. But if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback just couldn't quite find the range on the last play. It's third down. Off the play fake. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run, and he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Aztecs!
You've got to be so careful as a quarterback throwing over the middle of the field with this linebacker. He is so good in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes. He'll make you pay, and he did right there with that pick 6.
14.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense in a bunch formation. To the air. It's Kennedy. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. From the gun, running back gets the give. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Stanford at the line, needing to convert on third and short. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The pull and throw off the RPO. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Cardinal can be aggressive here on second and short. Looking to go up top in times, running out in the half. Snagged out of the air. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Timeout, Stanford.
Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Wants to throw on first down. They're working that left side. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Offense gets set for second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Shoots it to the left. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
You know, they say sometimes for quarterbacks the hardest throws to make are when the guy's wide open. How do you miss that throw if you're the QB? Just put air on it. You could underthrow it by 10 yards. That receiver would have come back and fielded a punt.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking down the middle. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left. On second down, they'll try the field goal to get the points before halftime. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job at executing. If he keeps doing stuff like that, I'll keep trotting him out there.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And the Aztecs will kick it off to start the second half. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. They got it done in the first half, but the job now, follow up, close the deal, and bring home a bowl victory.
Finish. You hear teams say it all the time. That applies to them right now, David, here in the second half. It's a lot of really good things in that first half. Need some more big plays here to get this double.
And you've seen it with bowl games. Big swings, man. When the rust comes off after that first half and people get in a rhythm, you've seen big comebacks. So I know they're winning, but keep the foot on the gas. This first possession is crucial.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. To the air, it's Kennedy. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to keep it in the air. He's got it.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
The Cardinal come to the line facing 3rd and short. They go to the ground. Tough sledding in there. Picks up a couple, but still needs 2 more on 4th down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Pulls it in. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run play action. Gonna let it fly. Hits him in stride inside the 10.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
Motion from the wide receiver. He's looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, San Diego State.
And the passing game paying dividends right now for this offense. They just had a big play through the air to get him down in the situation. So let the quarterback deal. Great job reading coverage. He found his open target. Accurate throw. And 2 plays through the air, and they've got 6 points on the board.
Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On 1st down, finding positive.
And it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the...
Breaks into the open. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down.
But we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Stanford comes to the line, and that 1st down marker is a long way away. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Right on the money. Open space at the 25. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another 1st down. Fires into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And those are tough passes when you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines. It's a longer throw for the quarterback to make, and I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Catch in the middle, it's Ford. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Cardinal, once feeling the shadow of that goalpost, now moved it out and putting a drive together. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, Stanford! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive thing.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
San Diego State takes over as the offense is ready to go to work. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Not much room there. They'll give him 1 to the 9.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
He wants to take the top off. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Aztecs will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He's got it. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Give to the running back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Touchdown, Cardinal! He got a step and just dusted the field. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
31, San Diego State, 17.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Need. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Looking for space. It's Rainey. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Finds his target down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Aztecs will line up to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Looks it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. They'll start this drive at their own 48. The toss to the right. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Wants to throw. It's Kennedy. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Quickly to the tight end. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Going for the big play. Pulls it in on the left. Touchdown, Stanford! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Number 88 with the catch and score.
He has been Surgical, precision passes, using the scalpel. An instrument rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
We've reached a break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. This has been utter domination through 3 quarters, and the stats will back that up. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll bring it out. It's Need. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, we're about to get another look at this San Diego State offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Just a short pass to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? On the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
Plucks it out of the air. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Aztecs will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Holding. Defense.
Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nabbed them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on 1st down. Trying to get behind the defense. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Throws to the back. Makes the grab down the middle. There he goes. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And the Aztecs are marching down the field. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. Knocked down at the 24-yard line, but it's a big gain. 15 yards on the play, and this offense is in business. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Flips it out in the flat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. The Aztecs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Pressure in his face, and he lets it fly.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Dropping back, it's Kennedy. fires to the tight end. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
The give to the tailback.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the big fella. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
A little bit surprising, not going to lie. You've got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling him, I guess.
He tries to take the top off. He's got it. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive. Another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They've moved it to the 19, first and 10. To the air on first down. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still...
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
45, San Diego State, 17.
And here's the return. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. Guys, let's see what adjustments this San Diego State offense has made this time. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game here. Offense working from the pistol. The run to the right. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Faced with a third and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this. Up spotted at the 25-yard line. Now on first and 10 from the 26.
Well, this quarterback now has over 400 yards passing. To do that, you have to have weapons catching the ball. You've seen that in this offense all game long. There are some dangerous playmakers in the perimeter.
Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season, also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row. Now looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. And this one splits the uprights. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest of this way, and we looking pretty good.
A Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much, they need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, oof, it was not a good day.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got a man. It's Rainey. He'll step out of bounds just short of the 25-yard line, and this offense has an explosive play early in the drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Ford. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. And the Aztecs have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. One more play to pad the stats. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Here's a throw downfield late. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these 2 teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and our